What's going on YouTube? Claykeys back again with another My Hero Academia The Strongest Hero video, and today we're talking about release dates, when we think they will be releasing EU, and yes, there is a global and EU different versions of the game, and how long we're going to have to wait. We're going to sift through some tweets and see what we have to do. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so we took a little journey over here to the Twitter pages, and you can see that we have two different versions of the game's Twitter. We have the EU version, and then we have the NA version, or the global version, as I call it. I'm saying NA because EU used the term NA. And this is going to really change where your servers are going to be and who is actually producing or developing the game. So for this side of things, we have Sony for the global version and the NA version, the one that I'm going to be playing. We have Sony Pictures actually doing the development. And then over here on the other side, we have a different developer. And we've had some kind of back and forths here, right? Because the EU version of the game did have that awesome beta where I got to play it and show you guys all the good stuff. And the NA version, or the global version, hasn't just yet. However, the global version has had their pre-registration going. I'm not sure if the EU version follows that as well, but you can see that if I click this link, it's going to take me to their website, and as I scroll down, we can see that the pre-registration rewards. We've already hit the 750K, which I can show you guys from the tweet, but the real big one that we need to make sure we hit is this 1 million, because we get 10 recruitment tickets, which means a 10 pool, so when we're re-rolling, trying to get that Momo, or, you know, Aizawa if he's out, we really need to have these tickets available to us, so every time we make a new account, we get 10 free 10 pull to keep going and trying. So it's going to be very important. But it's great that we hit 750,000, and that was on May 11th. It is now the 13th, so I'm assuming that just keeps rising and rising. And once they release a release date, I'm sure it'll keep going up even further. But let's investigate on that release date. Somebody asked, drop the release date, and I'm sure you'll hit 1 million. I totally agree with this user. You drop the release date, get people hyped to know when they're going to be getting the game. It's going to be great. On the iOS store, it says the game is coming out June 1st. That's expected date. Sometimes those have been wrong, sometimes they've been right, and they change throughout. Like, they can just change it on the App Store as it is. But then we keep going down, and we start getting some troll happening here. The My Hero Academia Strongest Hero global account says, or maybe we drop it when we hit 100. Haha, JK, or are we? And then the actual official My Hero Academia page for the anime puts the eyes, eyeballs, eyeball intensifies. This was so intense we had to blink. Haha, I win. Rematch next week, same time. So, like, they're just trolling here with what's going on with the release date. We have no idea. I kept scrolling down, and they wanted to talk about the differences between the two, right? They say, PSA, since our latest post was blowing up, they're referring to Bakugo. Again, whoever does this Twitter account knows the memes, and they're very nice. If you are from EU territories that are not UK, Scandinavia, you can get news and updates from our social, but on the actual game and pre-registration, please visit this other My Hero Academia one, because again, they're going to be two different games in the App Store. And one's going to be on the EU App Store, one's going to be on wherever you are App Store, and they include that are not UK or Scandinavia here. But if we click on this and we keep going, as you can see, somebody said mid-May, y'all, and they put this picture of Deku, and it says official launch date, mid-May 2021. And we're all pumped, right? And it says the German and French languages are coming in 2021. This is for the EU version of the game, not the global NA version. As you can see, it says, yeah, that's the EU spring version. Our version's release date is still spring. Here, let me pull up another tweet that happened, though. If you look over here on the EU account, when somebody asked about the release date, somebody said, you know, I heard on the App Store it was showing some people in Canada May 19th as a release date. And the EU account said, no, that's for the NA version of the game. Our release date is still mid-May. That tweet actually got deleted and has not shown up again anywhere. And now they are going with spring 2021, whatever that is, for a global NA release. So the one thing I have to see, and it says I am from UK, then you can pre-register it with us here instead of going to the EU site. So you're going to have to, if you're not from like the US and you're from somewhere near EU and those EU territories, UK, you really need to determine which one you're going to sign up for, because, you know, it's going to determine your servers, and when you're PvPing, that's going to be very important. So the first thing I hope you guys do is pre-register, either on Android or iOS. It's in both shops. Get us to that million. We need it for re-rolls. But here's another thing I want to bring up that I want to ask you guys. If the EU version comes out first, Do I, as a content creator, play the EU and then just come back and play the NA version later on? I wish they would just give me a date for both games if it's mid-May, right? If they're saying the game, if it's just the EU game coming out mid-May, if the EU game's coming out mid-May, what the fuck? It is 5/13/2021, okay? That is mid-May. We have, like, mid-May is only like a select maybe 7 days, maybe 5 or 6 days. So you're telling me you're going to just release the game without actually giving people a release date? Like, or you're just going to drop it a couple days before? I don't know what I'm going to do. I am one of those people that I hate to regrind stuff, you know what I mean? I'd hate to put myself fully into an EU version with worse ping when obviously I'm going to be switching to the NA version. Another thing this could cause to happen is this version gets better rewards than this version sometimes, and this version gets better than this time. Can you imagine? There always is this stuff between global and Japan, right? A lot of the games I play. And it's like, Japan got treated better, global got treated better. Well, now there's Chinese, Europe, and global. Or NA, or whatever they want to call it, because the European people called it NA, but it's obviously not. You saw the UK is involved in there. So it's like, there's going to be so many different releases. Like, when does Dabi come out? When does Endeavor come out? Aizawa's coming out in this version, but in 2 weeks later, we're getting Aizawa. It just seems... It seems like a kind of a headache, maybe from a content creator's perspective, not really from a player, but I think I'm going to end up having to play both. So I'd like to get your guys' opinion on that. Are you guys going to play both? If you're from one of the countries that are supposed to be involved in this global version, are you still going to download the EU version if you can, play it, and just get your feet wet and enjoy the game before the NA release? I mean, I did that with the beta, but I don't know how hard I want to really grind it, you know what I mean? But overall, guys, I'm still super excited. Can't wait to hear what you guys think about the EU or the global accounts, and if you're going to be making both. And when do you think this stupid thing is going to release? Mid-May, June 1st? Tomorrow? Who knows? We'll find out later. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below all the things I asked. Please, I want to hear from you, hear your thoughts. Subscribe for future MHA content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.